Good morning, I'm Peter and this is Kiwibank Markets in a Minute. Well, it's been a crazy week and it's ended the week probably on the most crazy note of all. So if I'll quickly go to the markets. So in the equity markets, we're pretty weak again. So the Dow is currently down 8%. That takes it down to around about 27% in this move. And Europe has actually fared worse. So the European markets were down over 12% overnight. And that takes it down to 35% in just 1 month. And Italy's actually, I guess, the epicenter within Europe. That's down. That share market is down 40% just in 1 month. So it just shows the scale of these moves. US bond yields are lower, quite a bit lower, reflecting the flight out of risk assets. And the US dollar is on the rise, so that's basically across the board. So Kiwi's opening here this morning at 61.70. Kiwi opens against the Aussie at 97.20. We're slightly outperforming against the Aussie, but we're lower against the Euro again at 55.10, and we're lower against the Yen opening at 65. So just putting that in context, that Kiwi Yen is now 10% lower than where it was just 1 month ago. So what kind of happened outside of the markets? Well, Trump came out with his response, which had been weighted by the markets, and really he slapped on a travel ban for 30 days to the 26-member EU countries. The UK has been excluded. Unfortunately, he misspoke a little bit during the press briefing. He talked about goods being also part of that ban. That's not the case. He talked about consulting with his allies. That clearly hasn't been the case. So, it's really spooked the airlines. The EU are probably not particularly happy with it. There were other measures that came out as well around a payroll tax relief, lending support for small businesses, and also extended sick leave for self-employed and others to help them get through any time off if they are impacted. Probably the other news out overnight was around QE. So the US Fed have injected $500 billion through various repo processes. Basically, they talked about temporary disruption and they want to ensure liquidity in the markets. So just shows that the dysfunctioning markets are concerning the authorities. Monetary policy has probably hit its limit here. So quantitative easing has come in, as well as the fiscal measures that we've been talking about. So I'd describe this as GFC type responses. So look, continue to be as careful as you can. If you have any issues, please call us here at Kiwibank. We're here to help as much as we can, and good luck.